Over the years, women have carried the weight of domination run by government organizations, organized religion, men, and even women themselves that wield so much powers over this other woman. You see, a couple of years ago, and 30 years ago, precisely about 35 years ago, I read a book titled LACE, Local American Creative Enterprise. There is a word in that book, in the synopsis of that book, that jumped at me. It said, this is a book that teaches a man about women and women about themselves. You see, it's a striking word, and that word has stayed with me over the years. It is simply saying that women should not be viewed as objects to be used and dumped. Women carry the grace of God. They equally carry the grace of God. They carry dignity. But over time, we see this dignity being robbed off of them from men, from institutions, from governments, and it has been like that. You know, in John chapter 8, a woman was dragged to Jesus. This woman was dragged to Jesus not for deliverance, not for counsel, not for any miracle, but this woman was dragged to Jesus for condemnation, for judgment. They dragged her to Jesus and said, this woman was caught in adultery, in the very act of adultery. Jesus took down and wrote on the ground. Many people have asked the question over the years that, what about the man that committed this adultery with her? But the question again is, were there not women around the vicinity of that area that could shout for the injustice meted out for this particular woman? The woman stood in the midst of them, and they kept on accusing her before Jesus. What do you say? The law of Moses. Moses commanded us in the Bible that anybody that committed such acts should be stoned. Jesus never uttered a word. They keep on prodding Jesus, and they keep on prodding him until Jesus lifted himself and said, whoever amongst you that is without sin, let him cast the first stone. They were convicted within their hearts, and one after the other, beginning at the eldest, dropped their stone and walked away. And after some time, this woman was left in the midst, and Jesus raised up himself and said, woman, where are thine accusers? And the woman answered and said, he said, has any man condemned you? She answered and said, no man, Lord. And Jesus said, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. This is the Jesus that we serve, the Jesus that we bow to, the Jesus that we worship. Is the Jesus that gives the gift of no condemnation before the empowerment to go and sin no more. Listen, the dignity of this woman was restored. The value of this woman was given. And so, this is not a gender-based message. It is a message that should resonate in the heart of everyone that thinks that is not known. May I tell you that you are known. Jesus knows you. You are not a part of any statistic. You are unique. And God is set to restore dignity and honor to you. And I'll see you in my next message. God bless you.